Okay, apparently we're having difficulty with Jennifer's microphone. We'll get that fixed. The YMCA building the man was talking about a moment ago, where the TV was blown on top of him and glass was blown all over him. That YMCA sits catty corner. This is the video. This is the video that just left us all speechless earlier this morning at about 9:10 this morning. Ranger 9 giving us the first look at the devastation at the Alfred P. Murrah building in downtown Oklahoma City, ripped apart by, as far as we could tell, a single explosion. I heard it from where I was 10 miles away, felt the concussion, knew immediately that something terrible had happened, because when you have that sort of explosion and it is planned, people are notified, and that was not the case. This building is ripped apart, several fatalities being reported, including 6 children. And as Jennifer emphasized just a moment ago, there is concern that there is a secondary explosion possible down there. They have found some sort of explosive device. This is a map of downtown Oklahoma City. If this helps you, that main street down at the bottom would be the Myriad area. And then Santa Fe is basically the railroad tracks, if that helps you there. And that is the area that has been evacuated. It is essentially to help you out all of the high-rise buildings in downtown Oklahoma City.
Keep in mind, emergency workers are going to be coming from all over the city. They're going to be trying to move in and out of this area. So if you can avoid downtown, stay off the Broadway extension, leave those roads available for emergency crews to get up and down. If you can just keep off the crosstown, all of those highways that tend to be 2-lane congested kinds of areas, stay off of them for now, because they're really going to need those to be able to get people in and get people out. We have been told, just as a reminder for those of you who may have just joined us, Tinker will not be taking anybody in or out, so don't head that way if you were expecting to go to work. Very
disturbing news coming in now. Sheriff's deputies, Oklahoma County Sheriff's deputies reporting now not 1, but 2 more explosive devices have been found in the Alfred P. Murrah Federal Building in downtown Oklahoma City, rocked by a blast at 9 o'clock this morning. 2 more explosive devices found inside that building. They will certainly be ushering the victims and onlookers and other people further away from that area. They are, you heard Robin say just a few moments ago, she was just a single block away from that federal building. Certainly many of those people will be pushed back. This is a picture from St. Anthony Hospital a little bit earlier as victims are being brought in. Also, we're getting reports of many injuries, but let us say right now, and stress this, not any report yet of any fatalities from surrounding buildings. We did hear that perhaps there was a man who was seriously injured in an alley that was not too far away from the federal building. But again, no reports of any fatalities from other buildings in downtown Oklahoma City that were damaged by flying glass and the concussion of this blast. But the most important word right now is 2 more devices, explosive devices, we are told have been found in that Alfred P. Murrah Federal Building. That word coming from an Oklahoma County Sheriff deputy.
These are some of the victims. This person not seriously hurt. We just talked to him a moment ago. He was in the YMCA kind of catty corner to where the blast happened. He's going to be okay.
We've got this camera.
You saw the red pickup helping transport somebody to St. Anthony Hospital. I believe it was St. Anthony. An officer there apparently may have had loved ones inside this building. One of the great things about a moment like this is seeing a community come together. There have been paramedics that I've seen in video. One of them right there came all the way from Shawnee. One I've seen that came all the way from Piedmont. People coming in from all over the area to
word we're getting right now, Jennifer, is 40 injuries at St. Anthony Hospital, and many of those are eye injuries, as you would imagine, from flying glass.
40 injuries at St. Anthony, and many of them eye injuries.
Right now. But again, the most disturbing news coming out so far this morning, word that 6 children, as we understand it, who were in the federal building, the Alfred P. Murrah building in downtown Oklahoma City, died in this blast at 9 o'clock. Video from earlier on when people were running from the building on word that a second or that an explosive device had been found in the building.
And Kelly, you talked with former Congressman Dave McCurdy earlier this morning, talking about how FBI agents across the country are talking about this, looking into it, and there's word of possible terrorist ties to this, but again, it has not been confirmed it is a bomb, but agents are talking all across the country about what is happening in downtown Oklahoma City right now.
We will probably, Tammy, see the same kind of, probably already have people that are heading this way on airplanes from all over the country will come in here and be going through this. Amazing, the technology and their ability to find out exactly what happened by looking at this devastation.
This is video that was shot a little bit earlier, Jennifer, and I believe these men were trapped up on the federal building. That's what it looks like to me.
And they're pulling a ladder up?
Pulling a ladder up to get some others out. You know, what we haven't done here, let's maybe do it again here in a few moments. If you are a doctor, there is a call out to you to please check in with area hospitals, find out if you're needed. Many of you are. We also need blood. I think it would be a good idea at this point if we showed you, as we look at some video shot earlier of someone inside the federal building and the devastation there. It'd be a good idea if we showed the people again what offices are housed in that building. Can we get that list back up again? Okay, they're working on that right now.
While we're working on that list, let me just remind you that those of you who know you have a rare blood type, probably just plan today to go to the nearest blood center, buy you, and donate. They will need it. They'll probably use everything they have and need more today, and certainly it never hurts to have some extra. But if you are one of those, especially one of those, and you know you have a rare blood type, and you get phone calls from time to time from the blood center, this would be a good day to just go on to somewhere, maybe a little bit later this afternoon, and donate.
Okay, we do have a confirmation now that more explosive. Can we get another shots of, we're looking at a live picture from Tower Cam here at Channel 9, which is about 5 miles from downtown Oklahoma City. We do have it confirmed now that at least two explosive devices have been found in the Alfred P. Murrah Federal Building in downtown Oklahoma City. We keep saying more as these devices are found. We work along the assumption that the first blast was perhaps caused by a bomb. That has not been confirmed. Certainly won't be confirmed for quite some time. But the indications are certainly strong that that could be the possibility there.
I'll tell you, this particular building has never, in my memory, has never had any security. It's one of those that is basically an office building. It does not house any of the federal judges or their offices, and so people just sort of walk in freely. There's a live picture now. You're looking at the Murrah Building in downtown Oklahoma City, sort of on the north edge of the high-rise area. It is, that entire side of the building is gone, and now, of course, the word we're getting is that there are two more explosive devices inside there. That is why just a few moments ago they evacuated everybody who was out front working on the triage and other rescue efforts.
We've got a list of the offices that are housed in the Alfred P. Murrah Building in downtown Oklahoma City. If we can bring that up on the screen right now and show the people at home. These are some of the offices housed in that building. This building has a lot more public traffic than the building, the federal courthouse building directly to the south of it, which was not involved in this morning's explosion, as we understand it now, except for secondary damage caused by the concussion. This is an office building, a federal office building, and a lot of public traffic. People going in, getting Social Security checks, picking up Social Security cards. It handles a lot of those things. I believe Housing and Urban Development, HUD offices are in that building, or at least they used to be. But there are many offices, hundreds of people who work in that building, and reports of several casualties, including 6 children so far.
We want to reiterate, downtown has been evacuated, so if you had business that you thought you were going to go down there and take care of, you were going to go to the bank, or you had a meeting or whatever in downtown Oklahoma City, the area from Main to 8th, Santa Fe to Walker, essentially that main part of downtown where most of the high-rise buildings are, there you see the map. From 8th to Main, from Walker to Santa Fe, that's from approximately the Myriad up to past to where all the high-rise buildings are, almost into some of the residential area there, and from the railroad tracks about a mile?
Over near City Hall, so I would assume at this point that the city offices would be included in this evacuation. It's hard to say. So much different information coming in right now. Obviously, the greatest concern right now for those people who have been hurt in this first explosion, and the concern about two more explosive devices found inside that building. This is video that was shot much earlier on. A lot of flying glass in downtown Oklahoma City. St. Anthony Hospital says 40 people hurt there, and many of those eye injuries.
The worst of it, again, is that there was a child care center on site in this federal building where the federal employees' kids stayed, and we are told, and I would like to double check this if we can, we were told we have a report of 6 children dead, but whether that's officially confirmed, I believe it is, but we do have a report of 6 children killed inside that daycare center, which was inside this federal office building. The blast happened about 9 o'clock this morning. If you were home anywhere in Oklahoma City, you probably felt it. And now, of course, the big fear, what everybody down there is watching, is the fact that we are told, and it is confirmed now, 2 more explosive devices have been found inside of the building. Now, that's 2 that we know of, and I guess there will be a concern that there may have been more than that inside. 2
of our people are down on the scene right now. We want to go to them for a live report. Newsline 9's Robin Marsh, and standing by with Dave Balut. Guys?
That's right, Kelly, we're here. They just keep pushing us back because of what you're talking about, these other bomb scares at the federal building. Apparently 2 more. The cops telling us move on back. In fact, I think they're going to be moving us back in just a few minutes, another couple of blocks.
Right. The amazing part about this, though, there are still a lot of people. They've been busing in people from the Department of Corrections, and there's probably 8 or 9 of them just standing around in black jackets. So it's interesting. They're having some people move out of the area, and they're bringing other people in the area just to stand around. It's a situation like this is extremely confusing. There's no way you can drill for something like this. So authorities, I think, are trying to work their way through this situation as well. We still see lots of vehicles moving around the area. It seems like there are utility vehicles at this point. Folks standing in the street just kind of waiting to see what's going to happen, really. When you've got something like this, you're just not really sure. I mean, yes, we've been told there are other bombs up there, but no one knows when it's going to go off, where, how far the damage will go. That's the thing. Authorities are just trying to get everybody back as far as possible, Robin.
One thing, we have been watching them just treat people anywhere that is available. Man, just as I was moving back, they were attending to cuts that he had on his face because he had been cut by glass from the blast. So they're just trying to take care of people anywhere they can. If they don't have major injuries, sending them onto the hospital. They've been bandaging people in a parking lot, just here on the sidewalk, anywhere that's available. Once again, you're looking live. This is the north side of the federal building right there, and you can just see those top floors there all the way down, blown out. We understand the daycare was on the 2nd floor of that building. They're bringing in backhoes, work crews, as Dave was talking about, just trying to clean this up, and that's about... Go ahead, Kelly.
Robin, we have just received word that federal agents now believe that the federal building in downtown Oklahoma City, the federal office building in downtown Oklahoma City, was bombed this morning at 9 o'clock. If you were within 30 miles of the metro area, you felt it, you heard it. It was certainly felt like a single explosion. At about 9:10, we got our first look at it from Ranger 9. We followed the story quickly for you from Tower Cam. The Ranger 9 got on the scene, and as it swung around at the north side of the Alfred P. Murrah building, the devastation was absolutely breathtaking. There was nothing to say, just to look at there's the shot that we saw at about 9:10 this morning.
Kelly, here's the rest of the quote. Obviously, we've been operating under the assumption that we knew it was some kind of an explosion. Was it natural gas or was it a man-made explosives of some type? That's the question all day. Right now, well, let's see, let me back up here. The Associated Press just sent down a bulletin that says federal agents now say they think that it was a bomb. Jack Killeran with the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms in Washington says investigators on the scene say they think they found a second bomb in the building. We told you that a little bit ago, but that's now being confirmed officially through federal channels. He goes on to say the explosion was a bombing based on the damage, but he adds, quote, "We do not have any forensic evidence yet to confirm that." So apparently they're eyeballing the situation essentially, and they have determined that it is in fact a man-made explosive that caused the damage.
Another report we're getting from one of our photojournalists down on the scene, R.D. Rowland, who covers the police assignment with us. R.D. says from what he is gathering down there, a car near the federal building may have bombs in it. R.D. is back on his way to the station right now, and he will be bringing us video and telling us about that. We have certainly all of our crews in the downtown area right now covering this story for you.
Dave Balut mentioned that it's a little bit chaotic on the scene and that officials try to drill for this sort of thing, which they do, but it is absolutely impossible to completely replicate what's going to happen to you in a situation like this that will absolutely tax all your rescue capabilities beyond beyond anything they're designed to do. They have requested all kinds of help, and they are getting it. Fort Sill has sent 2 medical airlift helicopters to the city, 2 mass choppers to come in and help with evacuation. If they have a lot of critically injured patients, they will probably be taking them by air to other hospitals so they can be sure and get best possible treatment. You have some information, Kelly?
Just more of the same, more concern and more reports about further explosive devices down in the federal building.
All right, and we need to pass along to you now. It is being confirmed officially now by the ATF, which is housed in this building. It is being confirmed now officially that the explosion was caused by a man-made device of some kind. We are also being told by officials on the scene that they have found 2 more. Our photographer, R.D. Rowland, who covers the police beat, who is down there, says that he believes he is hearing that the 2 other explosive devices were found in a car parked near the building. The explosion that hit the building about 9 o'clock this morning has injured dozens of people. We have a list here of dozens of people that have been taken to area hospitals. We have something like 40 at St. Anthony, a lot of those with eye injuries from all the glass. So we have some at Southwest Medical Center, if my memory serves me correctly. There's some at Baptist Hospital. The most disturbing report we have gotten so far is from the child care center inside this building where federal employees' children stay during the day. We are told that 6 children were killed. 30 victims at Southwest Medical Center, 25 at Baptist. Mostly we're seeing broken bones and cuts to the eyes and face and hands as a result of the glass flying. 40 people at St. Anthony Hospital, which is right there downtown.